Tonight, in the heart of Arlington, Texas, under the bright lights of the AT&T Stadium, the Philadelphia Eagles looked every bit the champion. They soared to a 21-0 lead against the Dallas Cowboys, seemingly in full control of their Week 12 showdown. But by game's end, the unexpected happened. A wild comeback, a stunned crowd, and a defeat that will linger for the Eagles. This is how the lead slipped away, how momentum shifted, and how the Cowboys shocked the division. Strap in. The Eagles entered this game riding high, with an 8-2 record in control of the NFC East. The Cowboys, at 4-5-1, were playing for more than pride. They needed a lift. What happened next was textbook dominant football from Philadelphia. They attacked early, with energy, precision, and confidence. On their first few drives, they methodically marched upfield. The offense clicked. The defense imposed its will. The scoreboard lit up 21 points before the Cowboys even tasted hope. At that moment, the Eagles looked like the team that would effectively lock in the division and keep their momentum going. The silence of the Cowboys' sideline spoke volumes. But as the dust settled from that early blitz, you had to ask, could they finish? Will they close it out? That question would become the central thread of the game. Because here's the thing about football. Momentum rarely stays fixed. And the Cowboys began to claw their way back. You could see it in the changed energy, the subtle mistakes by the Eagles, the little cracks appearing. While the Eagles still had chances, Dallas began to find rhythm. They trimmed the lead, they found big plays, and suddenly the crowd got louder, the sideline more animated. The Cowboys leaned into their veteran quarterback and big play threats. Philadelphia? They began to look tentative. The drive that should have sealed it? It stalled. The play that should have broken it open? It didn't. The field position edge began to slip. The scoreboard read 21-0, but the feel of the game was shifting. Now we enter the fourth quarter, and the ticking clock becomes a character in its own right. With the lead still in hand, but fragile, the Eagles had opportunities to breathe easy. But Dallas kept coming, and the more Dallas came, the more the pressure magnified. Third downs, turnovers, field position swings, missed opportunities. On one drive, the Eagles had the chance to stake their claim, but the pass and run didn't finish. On the next, the Cowboys capitalized on the gift of momentum, and suddenly the home crowd shifted from hopeful to hushed anxiety to roaring. You could sense the tension accelerating. Just when Pittsburgh, Dallas, needed their big moment, they got it. A sustained drive. A touchdown to tighten the game. Now the lead was 21-14. Now the Eagles were on edge. The game now hung by a thread. The Eagles had 21. The Cowboys 14. Time was dwindling, and the Cowboys, emboldened, went for the jugular. They tied it, then took the lead at the last second. The final act, with seconds winding, Brandon Aubrey came in. The field goal unit, the crowd on its feet. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it was good. 24-21, Cowboys win. What looked like a comfortable evening turned into heartbreak in a single sequence. The Eagles, after dominating early, left the field stunned. The Cowboys, after digging deep, left triumphant. So let's unpack what went wrong for the Eagles and what this moment means for both teams. Failure to kill the game early. A 21-0 lead is enormous, but it only matters if you build on it. Philadelphia didn't. Momentum allowed to slip. Dallas gained belief. The Eagles lost momentum. Crucial execution breakdowns. Missed third downs, stalled drives, shifting field position. Psychological shift. Confidence turned cautious. Energy turned pressured. For Dallas, this win is a statement. From 21-0 down to a win in dramatic fashion. This could be a turning point. For the Eagles, it's a wake-up call. Dominance early is not enough. Closing matters. Their 8-3 record remains excellent, but this type of loss has implications for the division and for playoff momentum. Looking ahead, the Eagles face the Chicago Bears in Week 13 on a Black Friday slate. A chance to respond. A chance to reset. The Cowboys? They may have found a spark. They will build on this. The season is still long, but the margin for error has contracted. Games like this, where a 21-point lead evaporates, linger in memory. Teams remember. Coaches adjust. Players feel it. So this wasn't just a regular loss. It could mark a turning point for the Eagles' identity and a momentum boost for Dallas. The question now, will Philadelphia bounce back stronger, or will this slip haunt them? Will Dallas ride this win into something bigger, or will it become a solitary highlight? As the lights dim on this chapter, one thing is painfully clear. Football is never over until the final whistle. The Eagles reminded us of that. The Cowboys proved it. If you're watching the NFC East race, you'd better keep your eyes peeled. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to Current Affairs Hub, and ring the bell so you never miss our NFL analysis. Drop a comment below. Which team do you think is in better shape after this game? The Cowboys riding high or the Eagles reeling? And while you're here, share this video with your football-obsessed friends, and let's dissect every drama together. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, and we'll see you next time when we dive into the next pivotal matchup in the league.